Hola amigas, welcome back to my channel. I'm Catherine and my channel is all about making you feel confident no matter your style. In today's video, I'm gonna be taking you step by step on how to achieve this 90s Chicana, very much fall inspired makeup. It went viral several times over on TikTok, so I wanted to give you guys a more in-depth tutorial on how to achieve this look. So let's get into the video and I hope you find this helpful, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. So we're obviously going to start with the eyes. I like to start with my eyes first just in case there's any eyeshadow fallout. You don't want to ruin the base. So we're going to start with the eyes, and I've been prepping my eyes with this concealer from Lancome. This is the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Concealer in the shade 260. And I know it might be on the pricier side. If you want an affordable version, I would recommend the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as eyeshadow primer. I just applied it and primed the eyes before going with the eyeshadow. Morphe has been rebranding perfectly. The new eyeshadow palettes are so perfect in the formula and the color story, everything. And this is honestly my favorite palette at the moment. It's the Flickering Sands eyeshadow palette. I like it because you have all your neutrals and it has some shimmers in it. I'm gonna go ahead with this bone white shadow and just apply it all over the crease, kind of setting that concealer in place. Since the 90s and early 2000s, they had a lot of cool tone and warm tone eyeshadows mixed together at the same time. So I'm gonna go with the Morphe Moonstone eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna use this cool tone brown shadow, which is like this shade right here. Brushes, I obviously talked about it in my previous videos too. But this is the M331 from Morphe. I'm just gonna pick it up and apply it all over the crease. And this is more of a cooler brown instead of a warm tone. Lightly diffuse it into the crease, going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Don't be afraid, try not to be too perfect, but still take your time. This eyeshadow is actually super simple and it's so effortless. That's why I like it. But I just love the style back then and the makeup. Pretty much how much eyeshadow I have, and I know you can see the crazy harsh lines. So I'm gonna go back with this brush, start diffusing the harsh edges, just going back and forth, being very light-handed with this. I forgot to mention that this time around I didn't do the thin eyebrow trick. I did it on my previous video, then go check that video out. I did a quick little tutorial on that. I did shape them more thinner than they were before. They were way thicker than what they are right now. So this is kind of like my medium. I might go thinner, I might not. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should I actually commit to the full thin brow, or should I leave it like this? Now we're gonna go with this orange shade right here. We're picking it up on a flat brush. This is from Morphe, obviously. It's the M332. I'm just gonna apply it onto the crease. Morphe did send me their whole brush collection, and honestly that's everything I've been using right now because they're so good. I have so many other brushes, but this collection just, I don't know, it's just that good. I keep picking it up. Obviously, I washed them so I can reuse them. This is how much of the orange shade I'm applying, and then I'm blending those harsh lines just to kind of seamlessly merge everything together. We're going with the eyeliner, and I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 inks in the shade 0, which is a black shade. And I'm going to try to do it on camera, so bear with me. Now that I'm satisfied with the wing liner, it's time for the base, and you have to do your skin prep routine before anything. Otherwise, your base will look cakey and dry and it separates, so you don't want that. I did my regular skincare products, and then I primed my face with this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This is in the shade Fresh Press, and this is a hydrating serum that I absolutely love. And I also use her Universal Blurring Balm Powder, and this is like a balm that I just apply on my T-zone areas, which are the parts that I get oily the most. It helps with my base and it also helps control my oils. For the foundation, I like this L'Oreal True Match in the shade N4. This one has been my favorite, and I believe is a natural finish. It's pretty affordable, so this one is definitely on the top of my list. And it's super blendable, which means you can build it up to a fuller coverage if you like. As you guys know, I like to spray my brushes with a setting mist or a setting spray. I usually use this Kosas one, but today I'm going to be trying this new CoverGirl, which is the Nourishing Milk. It contains ceramides and It's supposed to nourish and plump the skin. We're gonna see about that. And I'm using my Morphe foundation and body brush. This is so good. Just look how natural it looks. And it just matches perfectly. It's like my skin but better. For the bronzer, I'm going to be using this Morphe contour stick. And this is in the shade Refine. These are the new, well not really new, but pretty new shapeshifters. And they're basically contour like sticks. And they're perfect. They glide on so easily. And you're able to be more precise with this. So I like it. And go ahead and blend that in. Blush wasn't necessarily a thing or popular, so I'm not gonna do blush. I'm just gonna go straight to the concealer, and I'm using the same Lancome concealer but in the shade 220. It's kind of messy, but this is pretty much the placement, and I'm gonna let it dry for about a few seconds to a minute. Okay, I'm blending that concealer in with my concealer brush from Morphe, which is the M131, and it looks like this. It is so good. And obviously I'm spraying my brush. I honestly like this already. Usually when I try a product for the first time, it takes a while for me to actually like a product, but this, yeah, it's good. I usually like to go back with my foundation brush and just melt everything right in. The base was pretty much matte, so I'm going with my Maybelline pressed powder in the shade 110. And I'm just setting my under eyes with the powder puff. And I bought these on Amazon. I have my Amazon storefront link in my profile, so you can check like all my favorite like makeup products over there. I like to set with pressed powders and then loose powders on top. For the bronzer, you guys know I use this one a lot. It's the Essence Matte Bronzing Palette, and it has these shades right here. I kind of mix all of them at once and just kind of stamp it into the bronzer, just setting it. Like I said, this makeup look has no blush, so I'm just kind of bronzing, not too much. So I'm just diffusing that bronzer so it doesn't look too harsh. And I'm going to spray the CoverGirl Milk Spray just to melt the powders and the creams together. And don't be afraid to drench your face. Just make sure to not touch it. Let it fully dry and then you can proceed. And I like to use my fan. I apply some natural lashes, and honestly I don't know if they are still sold. They're by Danessa Myricks in the style Bliss 04, and they're just some natural lashes. I wanted to be like my lashes. And then I apply nothing on my waterline, just mascara on the bottom lashes, which is the Maybelline Sky High Waterproof Mascara. One of my absolute favorites. Now onto the lip combo, but I'm gonna be quiet because I need to concentrate.
About the way she moved, I can't figure it out. There's something about her. Said, ooh, it's something about kind of woman that wants you but don't need you. Hey, I can't figure it out. There's something about her.
This is the final look. It was so simple, so easy. This is honestly like my go-to makeup for this fall. It's very much 90s chic, effortless type of makeup. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what other videos you want to see from me. I'll see you next time. Bye.